So welcome to 1.4, and the thing I love about 1.4 is 1.4 actually has a lot of real world application to it. So businesses, if you have a parent that's familiar with business, maybe they own their own business, businesses typically know red and black because of their profit and loss. So if a company is in the black at the end of the year, if a company's in the black at the end of the year, they're doing really well. Okay, so being in the black is a great thing. And then if you're in the red, you're in the negative. Ooh, it's a little nervous. So actually, the day after Thanksgiving is known as Black Friday, and it's the day that shops were in the black, right? They were actually positive. They were making money. So Julia has this chipboard here, and you notice that in here it said that Tate owes his sister $6. So if he owes his sister $6, we need to think of that as a -6. Okay. And for helping him cut the lawn, and he earns $4. So earn, right? He has that +4. Is Tate in the red or in the black? And Julia puts these chips on the board, and she decides that he is in the red by $2. And what she's noticing is that we have one way to think about it is a red and a black are going to kind of pair up to equal 0. Okay, so they pair up, and these two pair up, and then these two pair up, and then these two pair up, right? So what we essentially did was we just took a -4, and then we added 4 to it, and we got 0. And what he's left with is these two red chips, and remember that these are negatives, so he has a -2. Okay, so what are some ways to show a total value of 0? So let's actually kind of get rid of these and go back. So if I wanted to have a total value of 0, I need to be thinking about that I have this -6 that I need to deal with. And so in order to do that, I would need to have +6, right? And so over here, I've got some positive chips. That I just made them blue because that was my color available. And I have one and another. So now I have a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, 6, right? So I've got 6 of my positives, right? I've got 6 of my positives, and then I have -6. And so, and one way to show a total of 0 is going to be by adding, right? I can add 2 positives, right? I'm just going to kind of shorthand it there. Now it says, what groups of red and black chips can you add to the board that will not change, right? So if we go back to kind of the original, so I'll put these over here. There was -6 and there was +4, and we came up with that he is in the black, in the red too, or that the answer is -2. So whatever I want to add, it needs to still continue to have -2. So what if I were to take a negative chip and add it over here? That would give me -7. And then what if I added a positive over here? Okay, so again, now I have -7, and I have a +5. Well, if we think about that, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And what am I left with? 1 and another, and I have -2. So really, you can add any amount of red and black, but the key is that they need to be equal, right? So if I add 2 reds, I also need to add 2 blacks. So again, I could do that -6, and I can turn it into a -8. And then again, instead of +4, it would be +6. So when you get to this problem, really think to yourself about balancing out those numbers on the positive and the negative sides.